My parents threw my sister a surprise party and forgot to tell me. I still sent a gift, wrote a card, signed it with love. 3 weeks later, my grandma called me. Come over, alone, don't tell your mother. My mother threw my sister a surprise party and forgot to invite me. 22 people in my parents' backyard, balloons, a cake, my father at the grill. I found out from an Instagram story. I still sent the gift, still wrote the card, still signed it with love. 3 weeks later, my grandmother called. 7 words, no hello, no warm up. Come over, alone, don't tell your mother. I drove 90 minutes the next morning with both hands at 10 and 2. She opened the door before I knocked, poured the coffee, didn't hug me, sat across the table. Then she put down a small cedar box, dark wood, brass corners, the size of a hardback book. Your grandfather kept this in his closet for 15 years, she said. He told me to give it to you when you were ready. Why now? Because I saw 22 faces in your father's backyard, and yours wasn't one of them. Inside the box, a yellowed envelope, a brass key, a folded document with a blue notary seal. I unfolded the document first. First codicil to the last will and testament of Theodore J. Whitaker, March 17, 2015. I read the words slowly. The house at 12 Maple Lane, the one my sister had been living in rent-free for 5 years, was mine. A trust fund, account 4711A, balance $185,000, was mine. Both left directly to me. Quote, free of any control, guardianship, or trusteeship by Carol Whitaker Parker. My mother's name, in my grandfather's handwriting. My grandmother's voice was steady. Your mother came the morning after he died. Said she was packing his clothes. She left with a banker's box. The unsigned working draft was in it. She burned it in her fireplace. I held the signed original. Why didn't you file it? She's my daughter. A long pause. I was wrong. She slid the brass key across the table. Safe deposit box. Downtown Hartford. Gregory paid the fee every year for 11 years. $638 total. The cheapest insurance of his life. I drove back to Hartford and logged into the county land records. Maple Lane, 2015. Transferred to my mother by small estate affidavit. Filed under oath. Box 3 stated the deceased left no will and no codicil known to affiant. 2019. Transferred to my sister for $1. I opened another tab called First National. Said the magic words. The trustee is the subject of an inquiry by the beneficiary. By 4 o'clock, I had the withdrawal history. $94,300 to Boston University. My sister's MBA. $22,800 to Lexus Financial. My sister's car. $31,400 to a wedding venue in Mystic. My sister's reception. $36,500 in smaller withdrawals listed as household. Total $185,000. Balance 0. I sat at my kitchen table holding the printout. 11 years. A $2 notary stamp at a UPS store. And my inheritance funding every milestone of my sister's adult life. I had attended that wedding. I brought a Cuisinart food processor. I paid for it myself. I called an estate attorney named Mason Wheeler. Told him it would be ugly. He said 9 o'clock. 6 weeks later, I sent one text to my mother. Sunday at 2. Please have Dad, Vanessa, and Brett there. Grandma will be joining us. My mother called within 10 minutes. Warm voice, managing voice. Sweetie, can't you just come for dinner? Sunday at 2. I rang the doorbell of my childhood home for the first time in 26 years. Everyone was seated. A roast on the table, untouched. I set my briefcase down where the carving knife should have been. Set the cedar box next to it. My mother recognized it immediately. The managing face slid off in 2 seconds. Where did you get that? From Grandma. The front door opened behind me. My grandmother walked in without knocking. Stood at the head of the table opposite my father. Come over. Alone. Don't tell your mother, she said to the room. That is what I had to say to my granddaughter to give her what was already hers. I laid the documents out one by one. The codicil, the letter, the land records, the withdrawal history, the forensic accountant's report. My sister's voice went thin. My house? Mom, what is my house? My mother didn't answer. She stared at the cedar box. I reached in one more time. The birthday card, cream linen, gold sprigs, still sealed, her name in my handwriting across the front. 3 weeks ago, I wrote this with love. You left it on your kitchen counter, under a pizza coupon, in a house that legally belongs to me. My mother stood up, chair scraping, voice breaking. After everything I sacrificed, you didn't sacrifice for me, Mom. You spent my money. You were fine. You were always fine. I looked at her. I thought you'd be too busy. My phone rang. Mason's face filled the screen. He stated his name, his bar number, his firm. A petition has been filed in Hartford Probate Court. Notice will be served at this address tomorrow morning. Carol, you will want to retain counsel today. My mother stared at the screen. You're suing me. I'm unstealing, I said. There is a difference. The dining room went completely silent. 22 people had fit in this backyard 3 weeks ago. Today, it only took one cedar box. Full story on channel, link below.